The race for glory is heating up, and the MotoGP paddock is buzzing with massive news you cannot afford to miss. Pedro Acosta is making serious waves after revealing his 2026 KTM machine is finally tailored specifically to his riding style. This breakthrough has him consistently fighting at the front of the pack and feeling more confident than ever as he hunts for podiums.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Aprilia is wasting no time looking toward the future of the sport. We have confirmed that Aprilia will debut its highly anticipated 2027 prototype on track at Jerez next week. Test rider Lorenzo Savadori is ready to put the new machine through its paces as the manufacturer looks to gain a massive early advantage in the next era of MotoGP competition. The rider market is reaching a boiling point at Honda. Joan Mir has issued a bold statement, insisting that his performance and speed prove he deserves to keep his factory seat for 2027. With Honda aiming to overhaul its lineup and potentially bring on Fabio Quartararo, the pressure is on for Mir to solidify his future with the squad. The battle for factory rides remains one of the most intense stories to follow this season. As Honda continues to weigh its options between current riders like Joan Mir and Luca Marini, every single race result matters more than ever. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of our coverage. Ever wonder how a rider turns a handful of crashes into a championship-caliber campaign? Pedro Acosta has finally cracked the code, and the secret isn't just raw speed, it's the bike. In a massive shift from his rookie struggles, the Spanish sensation has openly admitted that the 2026 KTM RC16 feels like it was tailor-made specifically for his riding style. Think back to 2025. Acosta spent half the season fighting his own machine, battling consistency issues and a laundry list of crashes. But this year, he's evolved. After leading the riders' standings following a dominant performance in Thailand, Acosta has cemented himself as the real deal. He's not just riding, he's calculating. Acosta told the press that the big breakthrough happened during the winter break between Valencia and Sepang. Instead of chasing pure horsepower, he demanded comfort. He wanted a bike that wouldn't punish him for finding the limit, and KTM actually listened. He noted that he can now push hard for 24 laps out of a 27-lap race without needing to just survive the remaining 3. That's the difference between fighting for top 10s and fighting for championships. It's a masterclass in development. Sometimes the fastest path forward isn't by adding more power, but by subtracting the fear of the front end washing out. Now, as we head into the Spanish Grand Prix, KTM isn't resting on its laurels. With new updates expected during the post-race test, Acosta is looking to bridge that final gap to the frontrunners. He says they are missing just a tenth or two, but in the brutal world of MotoGP, that's exactly where races are won or lost. What do you think? Is this the year Pedro Acosta truly challenges for the crown, or is he just hitting his stride before the massive regulation changes ahead? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single beat of the 2026 season. Because in MotoGP, the next shift in the power dynamic is always just one corner away. The race for 2027 is officially on. If you thought MotoGP was aggressive now, just wait until you see the engines that are about to hit the asphalt. Aprilia has just pulled the trigger, confirming that their brand new 850cc prototype will make its track debut at Jerez next week. Lorenzo Savadori is the man tasked with taming this beast, and he's not wasting any time. While the competition has been playing their cards close to the chest, with Honda and KTM already teasing footage and Ducati spotted testing in Misano, Aprilia is finally stepping into the spotlight. It's a fascinating balancing act in the Knoll garage. Savadori will be pulling double duty, grinding through the official Monday test on the current 1000cc RSGP to support the championship charge, then jumping onto the 850cc machine on Wednesday and Thursday. It shows exactly where Aprilia's head is at. They are absolutely obsessed with the future, but they refuse to let go of the current title hunt. And can you blame them? With Marco Bezzecchi leading the championship charge and Jorge Martin breathing down his neck, the 2024 season is already a high-stakes thriller. Savadori is clearly buzzing, noting that while the engine has been humming on the dyno since last year, there's nothing like the real-world feedback of a test track. It's a bold move that highlights how much the engineering philosophy is shifting behind the scenes. So, what do you think? Is Aprilia's early focus on the 2027 regulations going to give them the edge they need to dominate the new era, or will it distract them from the golden opportunity they have right now? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this update from the paddock, smash that like button and subscribe for more MotoGP intel. Remember, in this sport, the finish line is just the beginning of the next battle. Ever wonder what it takes to keep your seat in the cutthroat world of MotoGP when your manufacturer is struggling to find its footing? Joan Mir is currently staring that reality right in the face. The 2020 world champion has made his stance crystal clear. He believes he has earned his spot in the Honda factory squad for the 2027 season, and he is not shy about saying it. It is a bold move in a paddock that is currently shaking up its rosters, especially with the 850cc era looming on the horizon. Honda HRC is one of the last major players yet to finalize its full lineup. We already know Fabio Quartararo is coming on board, which inevitably leaves at least one of the current factory riders, either Mir or Luca Marini, on the chopping block. It is a classic high-stakes puzzle. On one hand, you have Mir, a proven world champion whose ceiling is sky-high when the machine is actually cooperating. On the other, you have Marini, who is highly valued by the Japanese engineers for his methodical, technical approach to development. Mir has been through the ringer with Honda since 2023. There were moments of genuine frustration where his motivation hit rock bottom, but let's be fair. He's also been the one pushing the needle, securing podiums at MotoGP and Sepang when the RC214V seemed like it was miles off the pace. He's not just asking for a ride, he's betting on his own capability to deliver when the package is right. As he put it himself, he isn't a rookie anymore. He doesn't need to chase just any seat. He wants a project that makes sense, one that rewards the sacrifice and the speed he knows he can still deliver. Now, there is plenty of talk about Honda expanding its footprint to 6 bikes on the grid next year, potentially bringing in new talent like David Alonso or Diogo Moreira. But for Mir, that is just background noise. His target is the factory garage. He is convinced that the progress they have made in the last 2 years is just the groundwork for a real comeback. He wants to close the circle and get back to fighting for those podiums regularly. So, what do you think? Is experience the key to Honda's recovery, or is it time for the brand to clean house entirely and start fresh with younger blood? Drop a comment below and let us know who you think deserves that seat next to Quartararo. If you enjoyed this update, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of MotoGP. After all, the best stories in racing aren't just won on the track, they're decided in the boardrooms. Does a former world champion deserve a lifeline, or is it time for a total reset at Honda? That is the burning question surrounding Joan Mir as we look toward the 2027 MotoGP season. With the grid landscape shifting and the 850cc era looming, the factory Honda seat has become the most contested piece of real estate in the paddock. Mir has been candid, asserting that he deserves to keep his factory ride. But in a sport as brutal as MotoGP, reputation doesn't always guarantee a contract. Since joining the HRC ranks in 2023, it hasn't exactly been a fairy tale. Mir battled through motivation slumps and performance plateaus, but he also dug deep, helping the team fight back to the podium in MotoGP and Sepang. He's not just looking for a paycheck, he's looking for a project that actually moves the needle. As he bluntly put it, he's not at the start of his career anymore. He doesn't need to chase just any ride. He needs one that makes sense. It's a bold stance, especially considering that HRC is currently playing a complex game of musical chairs. With Fabio Quartararo already locked in for the future, the pressure is on. It's a straight shootout between Mir and Luca Marini. While Marini is praised for his technical feedback and analytical mind, Mir believes his own ceiling is simply higher when the machinery is up to the task. Honda is even considering an expansion to 6 bikes on the grid, but for Mir, that's just background noise. He wants the factory prestige, and he wants the results that come with it. Ultimately, Honda has a tough choice. Keep the technical wizard or the proven race winner. It's a make-or-break moment for HRC's recovery efforts. What do you think? Does Mir still have the fire to lead Honda back to glory, or should they gamble on fresh blood? Let us know your take in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive, and don't forget to subscribe for more high-octane MotoGP news. Remember, in this sport, the finish line is only the beginning of the next challenge.